Boss in the Sauce Show.
Boss in the Sauce Show.
Boss in the Sauce Show.
Boss in the Sauce Show. Here we go.
Rise and grind, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. On this fine Saturday, week 4 college football, I am DJ Big Boss. As you all know, Team Who-Bangin. Who-Bangin is here. If you don't like or subscribe, make sure you subscribe. Hit the button. There's all kinds of content coming on here at all times. UFC, you name it, we got it. So make sure you like and subscribe, especially if you like making money, because we got some money makers over here. I myself was 4-2 last weekend on the show. Go back, check the tape if you like. But we had a good time on the show last week. This week I am here solo today. My man Big Ragu is not going to be able to make it today. So it's all good. We're going to keep the show pushing. And I also have a special guest once again to the show who's going to come on in a little while and go over a couple games with me. So, y'all, week 4, we are here. So, up until this point, I like to go over interesting stuff about college football. So, up until this point, we haven't really had a solid stats to go off of. You got to give it about 5 weeks so you can know exactly what you're working with. So we've been doing a lot of eye tests lately. So everything's been a lot of eye tests. But one thing about week 4 right here is progression. So if you got a team that you've been watching that's been progressing each week or has an opportunity to progress, those are the ones that we could probably beat the books at. So it's about progression right now in this week 4, finding teams that are going to be around for a while. Or you could be finding teams that just ain't nothing like what they're supposed to be and should be heading on the downward spiral. So those are just some little factors, and little tidbits that I like to put out there for all the people that follow us and all the people in the show. Thank you for following. Thanks for being in the show. Shout out to Darrell Turner, G. Martinez, and my man AT33 all the way from NC, y'all. Salute my guy right there, man. Thanks for showing up with me today. I'm going to have to keep the show rolling, man. It's just going to be me and my special guest. Let me go ahead and bring in my special guest right now. If you've been watching the show, this guy's been on fire on the Boss in the Sauce Show, and we keep bringing him back. And we keep bringing him back, and we're going to keep bringing him back, win, lose, draw, or whatever, because he's a great capper. He has a great breakdown. And I bring my man Wine Time in with us today. I'm having some. What up, though, Wine Time?
What up, DJ? What up, my guy? What up? Good to see you. Good to see you. What up, chat? How's everyone doing here? We got a beautiful Saturday of college football coming up today. Probably the best card of the year so far. You look at the games and stuff, a lot of good games to watch, a lot of good games to bet. So stoked to be here.
Absolutely, man. So you guys already know, man. Follow my man Wine Time on Twitter, gambling Twitter, all that good stuff we do over there. And also come check him out over here on Who-Bangin. He hops in with us all the time. So I want to give y'all another warm welcome for my man Wine Time. But we're going to keep this show go ahead and going. Big Ragu did send in his plays, so that helps. And we'll also get to those with everybody as well. First up, this is my man Wine Time's game right here. UCLA at Utah, 4 o'clock today. Utah was minus 4.5. This spread has been jumping all over the board. I've seen it as high as 6. I've seen it go down to 3. The over and under over here at 52.5. This is going to be live from Salt Lake City. A cool 68 degrees, no big weather factors right here. But Cam Rising, is he going to play? UCLA, what product are they going to put on the field? How do you feel about this game right here, Wine Time?
Yes, sir. Yeah, like I said, I'm actually on site right now. Made the little trip out to Salt Lake last night. Just coming out here for last night and today. I'm going home tonight. So stoked to be here, man. Stoked to see a cool little college atmosphere in Utah. So I'm super stoked to be here. But as far as this game goes, I got in on UCLA, and I got in on them early. I got in on them at +5 earlier in the week. I thought the line was going to jump to +4. It did. Then all of a sudden it jumped to +6. I believe it was yesterday with the news that Cam Rising was most likely going to play. Then last night, I believe it was when the line moved to +3.5 now, which tells me that Cam Rising will not be playing. Nate Johnson will be starting at the helm. Nate Johnson's 4-star quarterback coming out of high school. He's a freshman, man. We got 2 freshmen going at it here, and him and Dante Moore. I think he's going to want to prove something here because he's going up against a 5-star recruit and all that. Super talented. The guy can run like a 10-2 on a 100-yard dash. The guy can fly. Hasn't really faced much competition yet, neither has UCLA. Utah has faced 2 Power 5 teams in Florida and Baylor, I believe it was. They did take Florida at home. Utah's a really good team at home, man, but I think this UCLA team is better than this Utah team. I think if you're going to give me points with them, I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them on the money line too. I think this UCLA front, their defensive line is one of the best in the nation, probably the best in the Pac-12. I know it's early, but they just got so much talent on that D-line. Latu, the Murphy twins, like you're going to see them causing a lot of havoc here today. Utah is known for having a pretty strong offensive line. I think Nate Johnson's going to be under pressure the whole game. I think we're going to get to him. It's going to be Dante, and then let's get to UCLA, man. Dante Moore, his first real road start. He had a road start at San Diego State back in week 2. Looked pretty good. This is his team now, though, guys. He's officially the starter. He's going in there. He knows that this is his team. It's not Ethan Garbers. It's not Colin Schlee. They might come in for certain packages, but this is Dante Moore's team, and this is going to be his team for the next 3 years. This is going to be the biggest game of his career so far. I think he's going to go out there. I think he's going to ball, but I do think that UCLA is going to be going very heavily on the run. They got a double-headed monster in Carson Steele and TJ Harden that have just been breaking off for huge runs. Like I said, they haven't faced the most elite competition yet, but I think those guys are going to go off today. I got the score projected at 31-20 in favor of UCLA. If Nate Johnson was playing, I had it at 31-23 if Cam Rising plays. It's looking like Nate Johnson's going to play. I moved on UCLA +5. Moved on to +6 when we went to +6. But now they're +3.5, and I'd still take it because I think they win this game outright. But some of the value is gone already, so it's kind of tough to take this game at +3.5. But I still would.
Yeah, man. So this goes back to what I was just saying at the beginning of the show. UCLA, one of those defense that is very improving as we go along in this season. Like my man Weinstein is saying, could be one of the top defenses out there at UCLA. And Utah, they've been, sliding by, and getting by. They are at home. That's a big factor. But what a great road win for UCLA if Chip can bring this one home for UCLA. So I'm on that too, man. I'm gonna toss a little something on it. Not, just one of my plays, not nothing I'm making official for the show. But yeah, I'm with you on that one 100%. Let's keep the show moving. Next game, Florida State at Clemson, probably one of the biggest games on the board today. It's jumping off 9 a.m. on the West Coast, so that's going to be in a little bit. FSU started off at -1.5. I think it's up to about 2 now, and the over-under 55. Right here, Clemson, South Carolina. I'm gonna go first on this one. So sometimes teams step up for big games. So this Florida State team with Mike Norvell, they're in the big games. Now, this is sort of a revenge factor in this game for Clemson coming against Florida State. This is the biggest game in the ACC right here. Everybody's been waiting on this one. So I'm thinking that Florida State's going to step up for the game. They're going to put that same product that they put on the field against LSU that looked just dominant in all types of ways. And, that was a big SEC team. Now they're playing another, what you would say, big ACC team now, and Clemson probably the biggest you're gonna get. And Clemson has some issues over there. I'm not sold on the quarterback situation at Clemson. They're not running the ball nothing like they did with ETN or stuff. It's not the same product that we have out there. We're in a new reign of coaching. There's people are evolving. There's going to be people as descendant. I love Dabo Swinney. I always like to give respect and homage to the GOATs, but you can go down today. It's Mike Norvell's shine. If he can get those players together and motivated like he did versus LSU, they run away with this game because they are very talented. Where are you at on this game, Brian Tyne?
Yeah, DJ, this is going to be one of those. This is the biggest game of the year for Clemson, probably for their whole season, honestly, because if they lose this game, they're not going to the ACC championship. They're not going to even make a chance at a Final Four. I mean, I don't think they have a chance at a Final Four now. But I think this team is hungry. I think they do need this win really badly. It's at home. I'm not going to lie, DJ, I haven't backed this Clemson team once this year. I'm not a huge fan of them. Like I said, though, in the past, I do base a lot of my stuff off the money percentages and bet percentages and where the line is if I think it's weird. And I thought this one was I thought it was off because you got the number 4 team in the nation going to Clemson that's not ranked. But Clemson is a very well-known team. You know what I mean? They are a public team, but the public is pretty heavily on this Florida State team, as they should, because this Florida State team, if you ask me who's the better team, I'm going to tell you Florida State by at least a touchdown probably. They're playing in Clemson. I think Clemson's going to somehow cover this spread. Took the +2. It's going to be a close one, man. I think Clemson somehow pulls this one out. I think Dabo pulls something out of his ass to where he can get either a win or at least a cover in this one. All week I was looking at the money percentage. It was about 20% on Clemson. Now it's about 28%, 45% of money, which is something that's in my wheelhouse big time, which I like when I look at the numbers and stuff. So I did move on Clemson +2, but if you ask me who the better team is, I'm going to tell you Florida State.
There it is right there, my man Weinstein on Clemson. I'm on Florida State. Shout out to my chat right there. They got some in the chat over here on Clemson. They got some over there on Florida State by a landslide. Shout out to Joey Harb, North Ender, Conclips, my man Justin. What up with you, Justin? And North Ender in the building, man. So, yeah, it's kind of like split up at this point. And, you know, this one, don't do nothing major with this game. This ain't the game that, you know, makes today right here. But I kind of got it in there for a little bit of action early, to be honest, to be totally honest. I don't really have a lot of action early for the day. This is one of the best games. I'm expecting my money back from fading Florida State with LSU, and I'm hoping Florida State brings me that same thing to come back. My man Wham there says he likes FSU, but Clemson has a good defense. Yeah, Clemson does have a good defense, but the only crazy part about that is the defensive coordinator that was there all those years with the monster defenses and players going to the NFL. He's not there no more, so this is a new defense, sort of, kind of, but they're all breakable at this point, especially teams like this that know each other and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna let you slide out of here, Wine Time, because you got a little chatter in the background and stuff. So I'm gonna try to slide through the show, give the people what they want. I am here by myself, but I got all the plays locked and loaded. We appreciate you right here anytime. Let them know where you at. Are you gonna be at the game tonight? I see you got the UCLA hoodie on. You out there repping. What's going down tonight? Where the party at?
Yeah, actually, I walked downstairs in this. I had a lot of people looking at me some type of way here in Utah. But yeah, I'm going to the game. It's 1:30 in Utah, 12:30 West Coast, 3:30 East Coast. I will be there. I'll be in section 2. It'll be around by the UCLA tunnel in the end zone. Super stoked. Yeah, guys, you can find me on Twitter, Wine Time Sports. Been running pretty hot these last couple months. College football is one of my favorite sports to cap and watch, honestly, in general. I mean, I flew all the way out to Utah just for this UCLA at Utah game. My birthday is tomorrow, so it's kind of like a little early birthday trip from the fiance. So she surprised me on it. So super cool of her to do that. But yeah, just blessed to be here, man. Thanks for always having me, DJ. I'll see you guys next week. Let's catch some winners, man.
For sure, man. And y'all give my man some love in the chat with a big happy birthday, a pre-happy birthday. You know us, Cappers, we got your back. We want you to turn it up to the fullest, enjoy yourself, and cash these bets. Thank you, Wine Time. We see you next
Yes,
time.
sir. Yes,
I see you
sir.
next week, bro. There it is right there. My man Wine Time came in with me real quick. So I'm gonna keep the show moving and I'm gonna slide it along probably a little faster because I'm gonna be finishing off by myself right here. Let's jump into the next game right here. Texas Tech, West Virginia, 12:30. The line is Texas Tech -6. The over is 55. Well, it was 55, but it's came down a little bit right here. And this is one of our guy, Big Rap Goo play. So this is from the Rap Goosta to all our Who-Bangers out there and all the people that love Who-Bangin and support and all that good stuff. And my man Big Rap Goo is on the over 54 and a half for Big Ragu right here in this game. And we're going to keep it going to the next game. BYU and Kansas, another 12:30 spot right here. And once again, this is my man Big Ragu's play right here. The Lions 55. It's been down some places. They got it at 54. Kansas is a 9.5 favorite. Now, I kind of stayed off of this game. BYU, they I don't know what product they really have on the field from watching the tape. It's been sporadic from game to game. I'm not impressed with Kansas after last week not covering that big spread. I don't feel comfortable giving up the 9 right here. But this was a scratch off for me, and this is another Big Ragu pick right here. Big Ragu's on the over 54 and a half, and this one, shout out to my guy Big Ragu lining us up with the picks. I'm gonna keep it rolling for y'all, man. So y'all can write these down. You can come back in the video, check them out. I'm gonna keep them rolling. Let's go next. Georgia Tech and Wake Forest. Ragu let me know personally right here. This one's best bets of the day, y'all. Best, matter of fact, yeah, best bets of the day right here. I don't got my horn right here, but best bets of the day. Georgia Tech, Wake Forest. Wake Forest was a -4. The over and under is 60. This is going to be going down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Shout out to my man AT33 from North Carolina right there. Let us know if you're still around in the chat and what you think about this game. Weather's kind of cloudy. Could be some thunderstorms. A lot of little factors in this game right here. But this is another one of Big Ragu's picks. Here we go right here. Wake Forest -3.5. So that line has dropped some. So, yeah, that's what we got going on for my man Big Ragu. Let's keep the ball rolling. Next up, Arkansas and LSU. Like I said, I don't really got a lot of games early today. My games don't start till at least 4-2. But Kelly over here, Sam Pittman, LSU's a big whopping 17.5. The over-under is 55. It's going to be kind of hot in Baton Rouge. I mean, home game to LSU, I mean, if you want to go some type of conspiracy theory or whatever, they got to get their money right there. They got to get their money's worth out of Brian Kelly. He's got to cover big spreads like this at home. But to me, Brian Kelly has not been putting a consistent product on the field. We kind of know what's going on with the quarterback. We see perks of the offense, the defense, but some games they go away or play a little different. And, from following that guy for a long time, it's kind of typical of him early in this part of his tenure right here at LSU. So I'm not on this game, but my man, Big Ragu, brings in another play. The over 54 in this one. Big Ragu is hitting the overs this morning. Let's keep this show going for all 25 people out there and my people in the chat. Sorry I can't attend to the chat right now because I'm running the show. But here goes one of my first games, Sam Houston versus Houston. And I really wish Big Ragu was here for this one. But let me tell my spiel. So Sam Houston has a really, really good defense. They showed that against Air Force. I was highly impressed that they handled, the option offense like that. So they can cover the run for sure. The defense is really, really good. But the offense is where they lack. They're having problems putting points in the board. This is one of those lower division teams coming up to the big boys now over here in the what is they are in the Conference USA, I believe. And I think that they had they did have they're coming off a bye, so maybe they had some time to try to fix something over there on offense to get some points on the board. But the defense, I think, is really, really stout and can really hold their own in this game. And this Houston team, they have improved a little bit from what we expected from last year. They had a lot of injury last year, but they have some depth now because they got some guys back. But that's sometimes here nor there because you never get the same product of a player from before they got injured to after they got injured. So gives a lot of depth. Yes, a little more talent, but I don't know if it's 100% working. It's going to be hot over here as usual, 95 degrees. TDECU Stadium in Houston is going down. I wish I was out there. And the books know about Sam Houston defense because the total's at 38.5, probably one of the lowest totals on the board today. And in this one, I'm taking Sam Houston, the defense, and coming off a bye week as my edge in this one because, like I said, I'm impressed with Sam Houston's defense. They got a week off to try to straighten out some things on offense. Maybe they can get some points on the board this week. I'm expecting about 2 touchdowns. And if Houston beats them by 7, 21-14, something like that, I'm happy we get out of there like that. But I think, I never like taking dogs unless I think they have an opportunity to win outright. If, they have the surprise factor. Teams can't prepare for this team because they played in a different conference. They offer something new. And we've seen this before with teams coming up. It's the element of surprise right here for Houston, even though these two have played, crosstown rivals too. I like taking, interstate matches and crosstown rivals, stuff like that. I like taking the dog numbers in this one. So I'm taking the dogs right here with Sam Houston. But my guy, Big Ragu, is on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the other side, -12. Big Ragu on Houston. DJ Big Boss, live and direct right now, is on the +12. Let's keep the show going. Ohio State, Notre Dame. Ohio State, Notre Dame. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not advise you to tell this play, but if you win it, let's get it. I'm a Notre Dame fan, and this is one of the spots right here. I definitely feel we have the capability to come home with the win right here. I mean, as a fan, you got to take your team as a home dog. Just a little something on it. I'm not gonna go bananas on this one right here, but I definitely want to have some money on Notre Dame when they win, and I'm gonna do so today and take that +3 with Notre Dame at home. So this is Freeman's out of my. Freeman went to Ohio State. I don't know what's wrong with my words this morning, but anyways, this is alma mater right here. So the thing I don't care for about Freeman is sometimes I feel he gets a little starstruck and a little caught up in some of the other stuff. But this one probably more serious business to him because it was his alma mater. I think he actually may have the coaching advantage in this one. Many trying to say Ohio State D is better than Notre Dame. I think that's just a matter of opinion. I can't push all the pencils on the numbers and believe them all the time. The game is played on the field. You got to see it on the field. So we'll see who defense does what today. Notre Dame, I believe, definitely has the better quarterback in this one. That's the bad part about Ohio State is replacing the quarterback from last year. So they're going through their trials and tribulation, but this guy can open up at any time. They played lower competition than Notre Dame to this point, and I believe Notre Dame's played one extra game because they played in the 0 week. So Notre Dame can be primed up for this game. Last matchup last year, first game of the season, Freeman came out prepared and looked way better than the team really was at the end of the day. So in this one right here, I think it's either an even or we have the coach's advantage. It's either even and we have them on the defensive advantage. We definitely have a nice running back core over there. We definitely have a line. So it's just really a good even game. And I'm gonna take the home team right here in this 82-degree weather right here at Notre Dame. I'm gonna just keep it going. I don't want to spend all day on that. But yes, I am Notre Damed up today and ready for war. Let's go. North Carolina and Pittsburgh. So I think this is a low number for North Carolina. The offense for North Carolina is they're really primed up. This offense moves at a fast pace, and they're 65% on third down, 50% on fourth down. They do well out here. Mac Brown, I think he has the guy that's better for him right now, and his defense is coming along too. Ranked number 45 defense. He's given up 129 on the ground, 253 in the air. So as long as UNC plays their tempo, they should wash out the strength of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh can be tough at home, but they don't have their quarterback for years now. It's quarterback transitions for them too. I just think North Carolina is just more primed up right now. So I'm taking this one -7, but I'm also taking this one money line in a couple parlays and stuff like that. I think it's good for a good exotic money line, and also good for a pick on North Carolina -7. It was at 7.5. It went down. I'm also jumping on this game first half. Matter of fact, put me down official for the first half -4. And I did have it at 7.5, but looking at my notes right here, the first half is the one. First half, North Carolina -4. They're gonna come out with a high tempo. Pittsburgh's not gonna be able to keep up fast. If Pittsburgh can do something, it'll be in the second half to give them a run for their money. But North Carolina should handle this one by far. Next game up, UNLV and UTEP. These teams they're a little nose to nose right here, but I like what UNLV has going over there. We're getting a nice low line. UNLV on the road, that says a lot. And the UTEP team, they're not the best shape this year. They're only doing about 359 yards of offense. They're giving them up about 375 yards on defense. This UNLV team, I lean over in this one as well because this UNLV team, they can get up. They're real athletic. They're good for games like this on the road right here in Texas. So I'm taking UNLV. I got it at -2. It was at 2.5. So UNLV for DJ Big Boss right here on this one, the Mountain West, where I do it the best. Look out, this quarterback that they got over at UNLV is he's the real deal. You know, I do like Bloomfield a lot, but he's transitioned right in there and probably give him a run for his money. But Bloomfield is such a playmaker, you gotta save his spot for him. But let's go into the next game. USC and Arizona. This is my final game too, right here. USC Arizona. I kind of looked at this game a little bit. Arizona State. I'm sorry, they played so bad last week. I was like, I don't know. USC probably primed up to get that one for sure. But 34.5. I mean, I went the other way on Notre Dame and cashed that. This USC defense got holes all over it, and maybe Arizona State can get the ball in the end zone. So it was one that I stayed off. It's some late night money though. I might figure out a way to get on there. But Big Ragu sends in his play to you guys. Here it is right here. Woo! Over 61 for Big Ragu in this one right here. I like it. Like I said, USC defense is so shabby. We have no idea if Arizona State will be able to beat some of those holes and get it in there. But that's it. That's all of our plays right here for the Boss and the Sauce. I'll talk about a couple more plays that I looked at. I was looking to take Texas State over Nevada. I seen Texas State as one of those teams similar to Colorado. They brought in a bunch of new players. They're hard to prepare for because you barely know what's on there. They're playing a pretty weak Nevada right here on the road as well. So Texas State at home. But after looking at it, I like Texas State, but I have no play on this game, and I still haven't made any play on this game. Um, Last night I went 1-2. Crazy game. I could have got an over in the North Carolina State game, but they did some way out stuff at the end, and that messed me up right there. Let me see who's in the chat right here. My man Wine Time. Um, yeah, Ragu's all right. Kong, that's what happens sometimes. It'd be all kinds of stuff. The internet, who knows? Different stuff goes on, man. We all real people. We got real lives. Real stuff happens here. But what a great group of cappers in the chat. Justin, Kong, Big Ragu was in here. My man OG Wham in the house. Yeah, I'm trying to hold it down, Wham. Gotta hold it down here. That's what we do. Who-Bangin Sports. We make sure the shows get up and everything. So let me see if I can do a quick review for everybody real quick. If y'all want to write it down or whatever, we had UCLA, Utah. My man Wine Time is on UCLA plus the points. Florida State, Clemson. Oh, let me fix this part. Sorry about that, y'all. Here we go. Florida State and Clemson right here. I'm on Florida State, and Wine Time's on Clemson. We needed Big Ragu for that one. By BYU and Kansas, we got an over 54.5 from Big Ragu. Wake Forest and Georgia Tech. This is Big Ragu's best bet of the day, and he's on Wake Forest minus 3.5. We got Arkansas and LSU. And this one, Big Ragu is on the over 54. Then we got Sam Houston and Houston going down. Me and Big Ragu are head to head on this one. I'm plus 12. Big Ragu's laying the 12 with Houston. Then we have Ohio State, Notre Dame. I'm on Notre Dame plus the 3 points. Just a little something on the side. North Carolina, Pittsburgh. I'm on first half -4 North Carolina on that one, and I do endorse full game North Carolina as well. UNLV, UTEP minus Mountain West. I haven't bet a lot of UNLV this year. Bobby Odom. I just kind of watched him from the outside in right now. So I'm laying this one right here, and I can tell you I really don't know exactly what product we're gonna get on the field, but I'm really impressed by the quarterback that's stepping in there, and I already know from the players that were there last year what they have. Very athletic group, and they could be very surprising on the road. Never count UNLV out. But last but not least, USC and Arizona State. My man Big Ragu has the over 61 in that one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna end this early. Shout out to Big Ragu in the chat, AT33 in the chat, Cone Clips, Talking Sports with JT is in the chat, and a whole bunch more, man. I thank everybody for showing up and showing out today. I had a good time, despite my man Big Ragu not being here. But Big Ragu will be back with us soon. So stay tuned for next week. Same time, same place. Who-Bangin Sports. Look out for us on Tuesday on the live sweat. Look out for my man Wham with the NFL going down tomorrow morning. Also look out for the Thursday sweat now, which involves Wham's and the live sweat for some live time on Thursday with all those different games and stuff going on. And definitely be looking for my man Tease with the WNBA right now. And if you're in the fantasy, a lot of people ain't latched on. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the ringer and all that good stuff, because we do have the DFS Champ Show, which is a fantasy show. They're giving out a weekly lineup for the NFL. It's very detailed, something you got to blow up on your screen so you can see everything and follow along, because those guys are great over there. Shout out to my man Damon and Hebrew Hammer. And also, I don't know if y'all latched on yet, but I'm already making money with these guys. the Fight Lounge with my man Dylan. All you guys love my man Dylan. Make sure y'all show him some love and check out the Fight Lounge before the UFC fights tonight. He definitely got some winners on his card. It's a big card for him. So thanks for all the support. I appreciate you guys, man. It's one love. Who-Bangin Sports for the cappers, by the cappers, and I'm out.